match going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Grabs him. There's a corner switch. He does not want to get stuck in the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big counter. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? One combo can end this round right now. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. Breaks those shins. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. From up above, the throw missed. Grabs him. That throw will do some good damage. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Springs forward with the drive rush. The low. Player 2 closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Chun-Li.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Okay, they trade hits. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Denies the low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Player 1 chases them down. Okay, creating some space here. Are they thinking about out KO? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Good heads up decision opting for the drive impact. Going in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The throw missed. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This can lead to some big damage. A quick breather. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Oh, you shouldn't have. Break through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Awesome. The low's blocked. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. SDK hits! Any throw will whiff at that range. Blocks the low kick. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. We gotta see a jump. This could lead to some big damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Baits out the low kick. Jump, sets up with the jump in. Links it. Escapes the big slamma jamma. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The overhead connect. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Get the knockdown, and now player 2 maybe just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Life lead opens up, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jump. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Breaks the block with a throw. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Sandblast! Picasso! Getting it some real damage. Drive impact misses. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Denies the jump in attempt. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ends with a sandblast. The last round. It's now or never. Perfect execution with the anti-air. All the throws connects. That throw will do some good damage. Stuff, the low kick hit. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Okay, here we go. Dangerous range here. Fires a blast. Low heavy. The throw doesn't connect. Blocks the low kick. Player took the overhead denied. Ugh, take a seat. Oh my God, it's like a perfect read. Are you kidding me? Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Starts things off with a jump in. Connects with medium kick. Gets in a Hazanshi. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Saw that low heavy coming. Caught in the cross. What are they thinking here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them to negate the block. Big, low, reaching heavy. Life lead opens up. Goes to the overdrive. Where's their opening? They were not cleared for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They exchange blows. Medium kick hits. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Shows a medium kick. Throws a fireball. There's a change of sides. We're at a standstill, but we may see knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Pokes with the lows blocked. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Links it. Ooh, what a smart flow. This can lead to some big damage. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Big, low, reaching heavy. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Blocks the low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Blocks the low heavy. The low doesn't connect. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps in.
Prepare yourself.
Takes in the throw. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Sticks the jump in. What'll happen here? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Launches with a Tenku kick? What's the next move? Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The overhead knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Medium kick hit. Impact squashed. Are we gonna see a comeback? Uses their drive gauge. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. A quick brief throw tag. Drops them. Players not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. That jump in was expected. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. They block the overhead, and plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Overdrive. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Big low reaching heavy. Well-timed corner switch. Okay, creating some space here. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Holds out with a block. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Jumps in. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks them with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. The low heavy is denied, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps? Smart play with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Springs forward with the drive rush. Medium kick hit blocks the low kick. Uses their drive gauge. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive. The drive impact doesn't work. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The low block pumps the brakes on the impact. Both of them back off. They may be gotta do better than that. The pressure must be driving them nuts. What is that with confidence? What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checks with a sandblast. Who will come out on top in this final round? Sandblast. Nice block on the overhead. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Ooh, what a smart throw. Medium kick into, scrapping it out, drops them from the air. Hits the drive. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arc. What's next? Stuff them. Gotta do better than that. Excellent block. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Gets it to perfect. The jump in is rejected. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Wishing on the scene! I'm not.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. The low kick connects. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, and you're gonna eat tons of damage. Checks with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Uses the parry. Long low attack hits. Can't tech the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Big low reaching heavy. Still slugging it out at this range. Where is their opening? And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Saw that coming. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Get scooped from down low. What'll happen here? Creates an opening with a low heavy? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Looking to follow up after that target combo. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Both fight tricky. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big counter. Just out of range for that throw. The drive impact netted them a sweet punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Neither of them willing to back off here. Oh, easy tag. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Timely side switch there, which will let up. Were they baiting them into that? Big low reaching heavy. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Now you understand.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up. Time to reassess the situation. Out of range. Relatively safe. Player 2 will need to put a super art. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big gauge lead, low heavy. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters forward rush. Solid anti-air. Hit them with a quick low kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready? Then show me. Prepare.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. That was a solid anti-air. Decides to go in with the target combo. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. They trade. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around in their favor. Charges forward. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Follows up and tags on the light. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Checks them with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player one will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Serenity Stream in there. This is a back and forth fight. Tensions are definitely high.
Fight round. Fight.
Oh, block twist. Medium kick into. Hits something. Nothing stops this train. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. This unleashes some big damage. With super arts into play. Crowns them from above. Are they going to be able to come back and Scratch sees the overhead coming? Low heavy. That's gonna leave them rattled. Okay, here we go. A real test of nerves here. Hit that with confidence. Oh, sends them a personalized telegram with that frightening critical art. Can they muster up the nerves to fight back and take this round? Can they use... Are you kidding me? Player
Chun-Li
one